Yep, it's right here. So the Hot S is really crazy. I haven't bought the wireless yet because reviewing things is really expensive and I just don't have the money. And I decided to get the M800 and to pre-order the GameSense Meta instead. Now I've basically been maining this mouse since November. Spoilers, it is my main. It's still my main. And but regardless, I'm gonna go over it. And first, I'm gonna talk about the things that irk me. Um, Mouse one and mouse two are pretty subpar. But it's not like the wait, focus. It's not like you see it a little bit of post travel, no pre travel really. But it's just there's something about the way they made the mouse that makes the clicks just I don't know, they're not satisfying. After using like the XM1R and my cryo mods, like modded mouse, it's just it doesn't compare. Now, don't crucify me. I'm pretty sure I have the Omron version, but I don't really know. I don't know if looking at the bottom will help. But I'm 99% sure I have the Omrons. And these are the replacement switches they sent. And I don't know if it's because I just had eye surgery and I can't read the little words, but I still can't figure out what they are. I'm a scrubber. I don't know everything about the switches, but they don't feel the best. They don't feel the best, and honestly, it doesn't bother me too much. But when I play on a mouse like the XM1R for a bit, even though I don't like the shape as much, like it just I don't know, it makes me feel a little sad. But I know the wireless is probably much better, probably much better click feel, so you shouldn't worry too much about that, in my opinion, because I've been able to deal with it since I got it in like early November, and I still love this mouse a lot. It's just, I don't know, it's not the best, not the worst. It's fine. And I don't know. The nature of like reviewing products that get better and better as time goes on is that you start to nitpick a bit more. So the things that bother me aren't necessarily giant issues. So just be aware of that. Obviously, I go a bit hard on things that others might not care about, but they're still decent clicks. They're just not the best. Now, another thing I just don't like about this mouse is the hold sides. I hate gripping honeycomb stuff, so I use lizard skins. I haven't tried the other grips that people are like raving about lately. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like with the G Pro Wireless Superlight, we've just proven that you don't need hold sides, and I just don't think. I think we should move away from them. Oh wow, there's quite a bit of hair that caught onto the core pads I installed a bit ago. I hope that didn't look ugly. And honestly, those are like the two things that bother me the most, like the hold sides and the clicks. Other than that, I have a lot of great things to say about this mouse. I really love it. So I'll start talking about why I love it. First and foremost, the shape is incredible for me. It's the best fingertip shape I've used. My hands are 20 by 9, and I play a really aggressive fingertip. This is basically my resting position. Like I have like a really aggressive fingertip because my hands are big, but I still like tiny mice. And look at there's just so much. I can almost go all the way back. I never hit my palm when I'm like recorrecting vertically, which I do quite a lot with my fingers because I play fingertip. And I just love it. It's really comfortable, and I think a lot of the comfort has to do with how small it is, along with this little curve right here that supports my thumb. It just kind of like it's like very slight, but you see the curve of the shape. Like it just supports my thumb super well because you see my thumb is placed a little bit back here. Like I like ride right on that little curvature, and it just like locks my hand into place, and I super like it. So if you play aggressive fingertip like me, and you have larger hands, I'm sure you'll like it. But yeah, I don't know. If you claw, I still can claw it, but my hands are just really big, so it's uncomfortable. And you definitely could never palm this thing unless you have like really small baby hands, which is all right. But even if you had really tiny baby hands, I feel like you could find a better palm shape. So really, I think this is strictly like a really great fingertip mouse, and it could work for some smaller hands with claw. But if you play palm, maybe just don't get it. And yeah, I don't know. I've tried a bunch of other mice that have better clicks or other things, but I always keep coming back to this mouse because it's what I perform best with. And I main it regardless of anything. And another thing I really like is the detachable USB-C cable. It's just or no micro. Yeah, the detachable micro cable. It's so easy, and that's not to say that the stock cable was bad because I honestly I liked it, and I'm pretty dang sensitive to bad cables, and I thought it was decent. It was a little bit stiffer, but I still couldn't feel it. It was really interesting, but I had more success instead of putting it on my bungee. I tied it to the little part of my monitor, so it was like resting up here, and it felt really nice since it was a bit stiffer. It wouldn't hit the pad at all, and I liked it like that. But I only used that for a few days because my paracord got here like a day or two after my Hot ES got here, so I just have been using this paracord. And I like it a lot. I think this needs to be standard. Just being able to plug and play. It's like, come on, like let's not have to open up mice anymore. I know some people like it, but I found it pretty annoying to install paracords on older mice. It's just this should be the standard going forward forever. Be it obviously like wireless mice already have detachable stuff, but just do it on your wired mice, people. If GWOOFs can do it with the ADS, you can do it with your mouse, and I think every mouse should have it. Honestly. Now another thing, the scroll wheel is insane. I love the scroll wheel. I don't know why I have a thing for scroll wheels. I don't even use scroll wheel jump in most games. But back when I speedran Half-Life 2, the scroll wheel is super important to me. So maybe that just has stuck with me. Because even in Titanfall 2, I have the strangest binds in the world. I use right mouse button to jump. So it's not like I should love having a nice scroll wheel, but there's just something about scroll wheels that I enjoy. And the texture of it is so nice. It's got like tiniest little bumps. Come on, focus. You can do it. You can do it. Focus. All right, it's not going to focus. It has the tiniest little bumps, and it just feels super nice. It's very responsive. It feels like it has quite a lot of steps. And pressing it down it's probably the best. What is this, mouse 3? It's probably the best scroll click I've ever used. And I use scroll click for quite a lot of things. In most games I have it bound, and in Titanfall 2 I use it for vortex shield and like abilities and stuff, and it's really nice to hold. I don't get fatigued, and it feels like it's like a crispy actuation. Like it's so good, so good. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk. The side buttons are alright. Not too good, not too bad. Eh, it's fine. Um, the stock feet. The stock feet are really good. I enjoy them a lot. They're not like as good as core pads, but they're pretty dang decent. And it came with an extra pair, yeah, an extra pair of feet in the box, and they lasted probably a good like month and a half each. And then I switched them out for core pads just recently, and obviously the core pads are better, but the stock feet glide was great. It it was just like, it just felt like a little bit slower than core pads, but they were like amazing quality for like out of the box, and I enjoyed them a lot, and I used them until they were dead. And maybe they died quicker because I've been using the skypad and shit, but who knows? Um, I don't know. It's just oh, like this cable. I love it. I love. Oh, well, no one saw that. I definitely did it correctly. You didn't see anything. Okay. Okay. No one saw that. Yeah. So I don't know. This mouse is amazing out of the box. You don't really have to mod it too hard at all. I could have used it completely stock and still mained it, and I just love it a lot. It's super special to me. It's a super amazing mouse all around. But now that the wireless is out, I really hope they bring the price down. Because I think what is it right now on Amazon? Hati S, like $80, $90. It's on 90 on Amazon right now. Like y'all just released your wireless version. How about you like cut it down to like 70 or some shit? You know, like I will still recommend this mouse to anyone that uses fingertip that asks me like what a good mouse is, because I've had such good experiences with it, and I don't know. I haven't tried out the wireless yet, of course, but the wired I will still recommend forever, and I would super hard recommend it if it was just a bit cheaper, which I think it should be now that the wireless version's out, which I've said like 5 times in the last minute, so forgive me, but I just really think the price should go down. If this was like a $70 or $60 mouse, it would be like the number one thing I recommend to every single person. And if you ever thought about trying to learn fingertip, but you have like larger mice, this is the way to go, because I've fingertipped an S2, I've fingertipped an MM710, and they're claw shapes and they're all right for fingertip if you have larger hands, but it just doesn't compare to a shape that's tailored for how you want to grip the mouse. And this isn't gonna fit everyone, you know. Like shape is very subjective, as are mice. Like at a certain point, mice are like decent all around, and it'll really come down to just how you feel with it in hand. And I don't think there's any amount of like pseudoscience, like measuring shit and dividing to see if like the ratio is perfect. No shots to Rocket Jump Ninja, but I don't think there's any amount of pseudoscience that will like let you know if you'll like a mouse. You really have to just take the dive on some of them, and after you've tried a good amount of mice, you kind of get a feel for what shape you'll like just by looking at the dimensions and comparing it to mice you've liked before. So just know that like no one can tell you what'll be perfect for you other than you, and this mouse is currently perfect for me. I really want to try the HSK. That's like the shape that I think will kill this for me. Although I don't know how I'm gonna deal with no side buttons. So maybe that's why they're taking so long to make it. They're like updating it with some side buttons. I hope. But if GWOS never releases the HSK, I am just gonna cry. And if you have an HSK and you don't want it, I will buy it off you for like $200 or some shit. It's like I want that mouse really bad. Yeah, that's really everything. Oh wait, sensor. I have not had any issues with it. I used my Raiden with this mouse quite a lot, and I only got like one spin out ever on it. So do with that what you will. I have a lot more time on the Hayato Otsu with my Hati S, but the Raiden felt fine, and I think the sensor will be good for anything. The lift off distance is perfect. The software was easy. I love this mouse. It's really dope. And I guess that's all from me. I'll have more videos coming at you soon. I love you all. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you and all the support. So, hope you have a great day. Peace out. Take it easy. Bye.